This is lesson 1-8A, solving a quadratic equation by using the quadratic formula. The most important formula in all of Algebra 2. All right, so here's our example. Solve x squared minus 6x equals negative 10. Three main steps. Make sure we're in standard form, apply the quadratic formula, and then simplify. Okay, the quadratic formula works when you're in standard form, so step one is to put this in standard form. I'll add 10 to each side and get my 0 over there. Once I do that, I can identify the values of a, b, and c. So my a value is 1. My b value is negative 6. And my c value is 10. So I'll now write down the quadratic formula. X equals the opposite of b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So now the rest is just plug and chug. So x equals the opposite of negative 6, which is 6, plus or minus the square root of negative 6 squared. I always use parentheses to avoid mistakes. Minus 4 times 1 times 10 all over 2 times 1. Okay, so that's going to be 6 plus or minus the square root of 36 minus 40, so it's going to be negative 4, all over 2. Negative 4, I could simplify. That's going to be 6 plus or minus 2i all over 2. Again, this can be written as the square root of negative 1 times the square root of 4. That's I, and that's 2. So that's where my 2i comes from. All right, then what I like to do is crisscrossing bubbles. So I'm going to write that as 6 over 2 plus or minus 2i over 2. So x is going to be 3 plus or minus I. And again, on my tests, I usually have 2 answer blanks. X sub 1 is 3 minus I. X sub 2 is 3 plus I. And there you have it, how to solve a quadratic equation by using the quadratic formula.